The Chef Don Don Productions presents Hotline Bling Chat Room, a new virtual talk show discussing trending topics, breaking news, hot topics, fashions, and even down to the reality TV child. With your hosts, Chef Don Don, Shaylaset, SkoolBoi, and Chase. Tune in every Friday at 10:15, 9:15 Central. What up, everybody, and welcome to Hotline Bling Chat Room, episode 10 of season 1. So that means this is our finale. This is the final episode for season 1, y'all. We had a good season.
I had fun.
It's been fun. We have finally, I think it definitely took several episodes, but we finally got comfortable. We finally got into the hang of things, and I can't wait to see what season 2 brings, child. It's gonna be even better, okay? I'll be doing a few pop-ins here and there just to see how the people are doing. But other than that, I think that the cast, once it's chosen, is gonna be able to go far. So, but tell me how this experience has been for y'all. So I want to start with Shaylaset. How has this experience been for you?
I loved it. I loved working with everybody. I think we just gel so well and like bounce off of each other. The comments be having me weak, child. But it was a great experience. I thoroughly enjoyed it though.
Yes. Come on now. Okay, and SkoolBoi. Now, listen, you're the executive producer and talent on the show. So how have you enjoyed this ride?
I mean, a small thing to a giant. I've been, I started off on YouTube on a panel. So, I just vibe and just jump off the energy. We had a good time. We discussed some topics. We ate up Boozy. And that was my best part of the whole, season 1 is that we ate him up on the fly. And that wasn't even a part of the show. So,
okay, possum face.
It wasn't. It was not a part of the show. And I would have to say last week's show and energy was crazy because it was unedited, unfiltered, and I ain't cut not nothing. Okay, I just let y'all have at it. And y'all was messy.
Y'all was Eddie Murphy raw. I ain't going. It was raw.
It was raw. It was definitely raw. So we're going to get into, of course, the hot topics of this week. This episode will be a little bit different because, of course, it's our final episode of the season. So it's going to be a little bit different, and we're going to have a good time, child. We're going to have a good time. Now, season 2. Season 2 applications are now available on the website, and you guys need to go fill them out. But here's what I will say. For season 2, well, first of all, the show is directed to anybody. It doesn't have to be content creators. It's anybody, as long as you have a personality that everybody can at least get along with. We ain't got to agree on everything, but at least get along with your personality. We'd love to have you on season 2. So fill out your application. You have until February the 6th to do so. Okay. I'm gonna be behind the scenes doing my thing while I let whoever the cast will be for season 2 drive the bus. Is that where we driving the bus or RV, whatever it is, whatever you may have. All right. So anyway, Shaylaset, let me ask you, are you wanting to come back for season 2?
I definitely want to come back. Yeah. I just have to get myself organized so that I'm able to be here every Tuesday. But yeah, I would definitely want to come back.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is, we're gonna have a break, of course. Season 2 premieres in late February, so we have time to, get things organized, get things in place, and all of that good stuff. And I see this thing going pretty far. So now we'll ask SkoolBoi, but SkoolBoi gonna be busy. But hopefully SkoolBoi doesn't mind dropping in and checking up on the people
I'll
and
probably drop in on some episodes. I don't want to commit to nothing since y'all know I will be filming my own things plus having things going on my channel. So I don't want to overcommit, and I don't want y'all to be like, SkoolBoi committed and didn't show up. So I don't want y'all to do that. So I will definitely pop in here and there, but I got other obligations that y'all will see play out. Basically my business is gonna be on display. So talk about me, tweet about me, put me in your YouTube reviews because baby, I need to trend and get them numbers on my channel. Appreciate it.
period. Well, let's get into the mess, child. Let's get into the mess. All right, child. Now listen, Linda. Now let me just go run this back. We ate up Jess Hilarious last night.
We all know Jess Not Hilarious had recently came out and threw herself a party and claimed that she was the third member on the Breakfast Club.
When I seen Jess reposted or whatever she did and made that little comment, I'm like, girl, you're salty because you thought she was gonna be sitting over there in that chair and you pulled the trigger too fast on the gun and baby, it wasn't ready. It wasn't time. It wasn't your cue to shoot, Bookie, but
Jess. What you working at now, girl? What you working at now, girl?
She working down to the Instagram. That's where she's working at.
I'm so sorry. Let me just say this. I got a question. I do got a question for Miss Mama. It was a lot of people down to that event. First of all, I should not be laughing at this, but I want to know how the hell you get all them people in the building and you didn't sign a contract, ma'am? What is going on here? And also, let's talk to DJ Quicksilver, who's the one who damn posted that video, talking about you getting that position. I'm chuckling. All right, y'all. Now listen. We chewed her up. We left no crumbs. We left none at all. But honey, it looks like Miss Jess has got the job down. Because folks was eating Jess up online. The folks was eating Jess up online, but it looks like she has made an announcement that she is officially joining the Breakfast Club on February the 5th, it looks like. So listen, I want to go ahead and say I'm happy for you, sis. I mean, I won't be watching, but I mean, I'm happy for you. And I'm glad that you round there at the Breakfast Club. But child, I want to know, how do y'all feel about her? We chewed her up.
We ate her up so bad. I'm gonna have to walk it on back. I'm gonna have to backpedal and pussy pop real quick. I will not be watching the show because the Breakfast Club is just not my thing. But I mean, kudos to her. So it was a PR stunt that Todd set up to come to us with the ball. So it was nice. I liked the little promo video and how they added everybody's little sound bite or whatever of them talking trash about her. I'm surprised they didn't clip out the video that we was in last week. Because the way we chewed her up, well, I mean, kudos to her. Congratulations, girl. That's all I got.
I mean, girl, now SkoolBoi, you on mute though over there. So we want to know what do you have to what you got to say about Miss Jess Hilarious getting the job?
I ain't walking shit back. I don't like you. You're not funny. I don't care. You over there with them two old ass niggas trying to give commentary on stuff that's current and ain't nobody listening. I think Giselle and Robin probably getting more listens than y'all getting right about now. I don't care. I don't care. It is what it is. Y'all are there. I don't care. I ain't walking shit back. Jess, congratulations on your 6-figure job. It's probably about all you gonna have in 2024. So good luck with that. God bless with DJ Beige and Charlemagne the Donkey. I ain't walking nothing back. Hell with her. She ain't funny.
She's
Well,
definitely
not funny.
And I hope you don't get done like Angela Yee. So God bless. I hope that you take this and move forward well. That's all I can say. Better use it to your advantage because the stand up ain't it.
Yeah, she's not hilarious to me at all. And you know, I still don't really care for her. But you know, Miss Mama's congratulations. I won't be tuning in. I never have really. And yeah, but I will say you did eat that announcement up. Now I will say that you did eat that up though. I did. Now them sound bites, you ate that up. You did. So anywho, congratulations, Miss Mama. And yeah, have a good run around there at the break. Now listen. Y'all gonna have to feel me. No, don't feel me in. Don't feel me. I don't even care. I don't even care. Granny, Nicki, Onika, Minaj. You need to find something to do. To find a course to take about that man you done sit over there and marry that can't leave the house. I'm sick of you being this mean girl, being this bully, and then you want to sit up and pretend like you are leaving behind just the biggest legacy ever. Girl, your legacy is trash at this point because you do too much. You always into the mix with somebody. And let's be very clear. Prior to us going live, I did see where they are having to beef up Megan's security down to where Megan's mother is buried at. I think that is foul. And what we're not gonna do is pretend like you're innocent in that. Like that's what we're not gonna do. That's what we're not gonna do. Now, I don't care about your Barbie dolls. Don't put no dolphins or none of that stuff in my chat, okay? Because I'm gonna escort you up out of here. Granny is tired. She's miserable. And she's too talented to literally be sitting up doing what she's doing. And your son already, unfortunately, has a father like he do. And then his mama going like this. Girl, nothing for you. You mean you're a bully and you need to find something to do. Work on Gag City number 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever it is. I don't care. I don't listen to your shit no way. Anyway, go ahead, y'all.
I don't know. Okay, so I like diss tracks. I like when the hip hop heads go back and forth. I do. I think it's fun or whatever. But this just got too dark and too demonic too fast for me. And I just feel like to the barbs, a lot of you guys are going to end up going to jail. Y'all out here doxing people. They had a whole list on Twitter of people's first and last names, addresses, telephone numbers, family members' information, where people's loved ones was buried at. Like, okay, a couple of things is going to happen. You're going to meet your match, okay? And somebody going to put you on the back of your Nana t-shirt. Or 2, it's going to get so bad where laws are going to be put in place and you niggas is going to jail. At what point does it stop? Or you guys is visiting grave sites and all of that. Somebody gonna put a spell on you. Like y'all really are doing too much. Doing way too much for no reason. Nicki is not gonna bail you out of jail. So that's all I gotta say. It's just the barbs doxing people. It's just too much.
Well, y'all know Megan is my wife. Okay, you know I like them tall. So that weak little knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone rhyme that you put together, Nicki Minaj, is pathetic. You know, I'm starting to really think them rumors are true that Safari was your pen. Because ever since he's been gone, your music has been trash. Basura. It has been trash. And you know, the subliminal disses that you have done over the last couple years have actually hit harder than the crap that you let out of that studio. Now I do have to agree with Charlemagne the Donkey when he said that should have never made it out the studio. Now, I know y'all don't like Meg. Is y'all saying her flow is the same? Meg's flow is not the same. Meg actually flipped the flow a few different times in that song. But see, what got you behooved is that Megan's Law. That's what you got you messed up. Now, we all know what you married and what you got in your house. So, baby, that shouldn't even be a surprise. But see, you went to the lowest of the low, which was going as with them barbs out here, garbage pail kids, whatever the hell they are, because a lot of them ain't even over the age of 21. They out here going to people's graves. Like, let me tell you something. You ever feel the need to try to dox me? We got something in Texas called a stand your ground law. You will get messed up around here on my doorstep. Play with me if you want to. At the end of the day, y'all still not buying that lady concert tickets, which she doing for free. Because from what I heard from Ken Barbie is you got liens on all your businesses and you got liens from that last tour that never happened that you had with Future that them tickets didn't sell on. See, you barbs get online all day and want to argue with folks, but you don't go down to the box office and buy tickets with your mammy's credit card. That's what you don't do. So, while we're all twerking at the Hot Girl Summer Tour this summer, Nicki, I hope you get your booty fixed. I hope you actually go feed your son. And I hope you actually take care of that husband around there that has no job. Because he's like Tommy O. Martin. He ain't got no job. God bless. I heard a 41-year-old with a deadbeat in their house got something to say.
I mean, you should be online trying to find some courses to have your husband take, okay, with his, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Listen.
Or can he not take no courses because he got to go through the PO in order for you to go on tour so you can babysit him and all his friends and pay for them? Because see, I know the coin is running low around there.
Because I was getting ready to say, see, what you gonna have to do? You have to hire you a nanny to go on tour with you. Now we seen Charity trying to do that over there on Greenleaf and it never worked out. So what I don't understand is, girl, for you. Because you can't leave him there with your man, with your husband. You got to take your baby with you. That's what you should be concerned about. Leave Meg alone. Because at this point, Meg responded to you after you dissed all this long time and you can't handle a little hit. Girl.
Because you can't freestyle.
I mean, to me, I don't know, maybe it's just me or maybe someone picked up the Megan's Law before Nicki, but I don't think anybody would have made a big deal about it had she not responded.
Them ninjas didn't even know what Megan's Law was until she said it in that bar.
I know I didn't. And
now you want to go call them clear people around there. Y'all don't even know what Megan's Law is. I
personally think I could be wrong. And I don't mind walking it back if I'm wrong. But I think that the Barbs harassed that white family. Megan's family, the little girl that was named after the law. He listened to Nana's song and just said, I'm mad at all you niggas I'm mad at Meg for mentioning it. But it's just like, I think they harassed them.
And honestly, do I believe that her dad, until I see some paperwork, I believe that's a load of bullcrap. I really do. I think it's a load of bullcrap.
That's me. She did fight to it.
Why did it come out right after Moniece, girl, and you? The people really have ate you up, so I don't got nothing for you.
No, I got something for her. Because all them years on Love and Hip Hop that you didn't take care of your son, you need to worry about what's going around in your home, ma'am. That see, Monique pissed me off in that. You and Rich Dollars want to get over there, oh, candlestick, melted face ass Rich. You want to sit over there and talk about, oh, it's offensive. Ma'am, it's offensive that you ain't been a mother all them years. It's offensive that we had to watch you on Love and Hip Hop, couldn't get your shit together. It's offensive that you got online and had anything to say. You should have sat over there and drank your water, okay? Because that's probably about all you can afford right now. Your water and mind your business. That's what's wrong with you, Monique. Mind the business that pays you. Because we ain't seen no hide and no hair of you since Love and Hip Hop. Actually, what are you doing? You know what? What happened to that lackluster music career that you supposedly had?
She was just in the studio the other day, and she around there getting a whole bunch of BBLs.
She could afford to go to the studio? Oh.
Well, all I know was she was in the studio and the live cut off, and
she probably had to go get on her knees.
She ain't paying her bill.
Yeah.
I heard studio time ain't cheap.
It ain't. But listen, this is like in all realness, this stuff with Megan and Nicki is going extremely too far. And listen, I'm just praying for Megan's mental health, because at the end of the day, that woman has lost her angel. Her mom was like her rock. So while to us it may seem like a little diss, it may seem like a little something, but to her it could mean a whole lot. And again, Nicki, find you something to do, girl. Find you something.
It's gonna get real dangerous real fast. Unfortunately, the way the Barbs are making more of it than what it is. Like going to this mother's gravesite, that's like so her Nicki's father is deceased as well. That's like somebody going to his damn gravesite. If he even is in the ground, like you just leave that alone. Deceased loved ones, just leave it alone. That is just
too far.
Her daddy off limits, her Meg's mama's off limits. Just leave it alone. And then this whole thing that, she was talking bad about Nicki's son. That girl ain't never mentioned Nicki's child.
She said one line, Megan's Law, and got your feelings. You all up in your feelings. Man, that's what you married. You knew what you married. You knew what came with it. And no matter where you live with that man, your name is on the registry. Your address is public. Get over it, ma'am. Get over it. Build a bridge and get over it.
The Chef Don Don Productions presents School of Love, honey. A new LGBTQ web reality series to the big city of Dallas, Texas. If you are interested in dating SkoolBoi, make sure you get those applications in right now, just in time for school to be in session.
Producer, you know, the one, the reality with the king.
Who the hell told you that?
Listen, Carlos King's new or his show, Love and Marriage DC, has finally returned after this long hiatus that they took off of the air. For what reason, we don't know, but we do know that they took a long hiatus and we're back. And we're back, and everybody is a little upset and maybe a little flustered about the timeline, but here's what I will say. Interestingly enough, again, we don't know why they took a break. The only thing that we can do is assume. But we come back and we come back from this holiday party where Ashley and Joy, honey, is still into it. And here you go with Ashley upset with Arena because Arena saw Joy first, so she checked on Joy first. Then you got Ashley over here just giving extra. Joy doing too much too. It gave a lot. But I would have to say that I'm happy that they're back. I really hope that these next episodes they get they just do. People are checked out. And it's because of the break. The timeline doesn't make sense to people. So the ultimate thing is I do not like how and I'm not gonna put it solely on Carlos because somebody signs Carlos's checks. So what I will say is OWN definitely, in my opinion, dropped the ball when it comes to Love and Marriage DC. I really think that they could be into their third season, and I think that they could really be eaten at this point. And that's just what I think. Like I think the Silvers, oh, girl, I don't really care if y'all come back to TV or not. But as far as the Tylers, I really enjoy the Tylers. I didn't like Jamie at first. I did. And I had to walk that thing back because now I realize what type of father he is. I realize what type of husband he is. And so I said that publicly several times. I had to walk that thing back when it comes to Jamie. I love Arena. I do. I love Arena's attitude. I love it. But I'm glad that they're back. Seeing Winter with this man is very cringe to me too because I know that they're not together. So it's like we're having this sex talk about, no sex before marriage. And I'm like, girl, this is so cringe because y'all ain't together no more. So again, it's the timeline. And again, I'm going to put that on OWN. Partially, it is possibly Carlos King's fault, partially. But the majority of that goes on. But how do y'all feel about them returning? Do y'all agree that they could be in their third season and probably could be really eaten by now? Or what do y'all feel about it?
I think it was a slow start to get into the show. To be honest, I think it was a slow start getting into the show. I mean, I didn't particularly care for the first season. I did like the second part, but it took us so long to get to where we are at now. So my problem is, and a lot of content creators, a lot of people that are watching the show, which I do follow Twitter a lot, and I do Jamie and Winter both follow me, and I do interact with both of them on a daily. The problem is the timeline. We're in 2024 and we're cycling back to 2022, which is the frustration for the audience and for us as content creators trying to review the show, because now we have to go back to the mind process of over almost 2 years ago. So it was a bad fumble within. I'm not even OWN network. Everybody knows it's owned by Discovery and TLC. So Discovery, I don't know what the deal is with OWN network. I don't know if it was a contract issue with Carlos King. I don't know if it was a ratings issue. I don't know what it was. But I feel as though it can't be a ratings issue with these Love and Marriage branches because ain't none of them doing earth-shattering ratings. So I think at this point, it's just a lack of timeline and when they threw things together. I think it sucks that, some people are kind of lost in the sauce. I don't care for the Silvers this year. I'm probably going to not care for them. I probably don't want them to come back. I think, honestly, they thought they were going to be top dog after Monique and Chris left. And baby, y'all ain't it. Arena and Tyler and Jamie. At first I thought Jamie was just a douchebag. I ain't even gonna hold you. But I do understand he is an old school father, and the way that he's teaching his kids and how he brought them up is very old school. So you have to understand that mindset. But I also do understand his frustration when them folks played with his kids and it got involved with his family. I think the Silvers feel very entitled and want to be top dog, but baby, this ain't it. I hope that this season does bring something great, but my question is, after this season happens, Carlos with the list, that ain't my favorite producer at all. I ain't gonna hold you. He ain't none of my favorite producer. I want to know how you're gonna move this timeline forward if they do get renewed, because there is so much that has changed. And if you follow the cast on social media, you know certain people don't fool with each other unless they're filming.
I don't know. I like the show. I do. In my opinion, I feel like if they cut down Love Marriage Huntsville, because why does one season last us 2 years? I don't know. Maybe if they cut the show down, limit all them damn episodes, maybe you'll be able to film DC at the proper time. It just seemed like Huntsville is just way too long. Then we gotta wait 2 years for DC. I also feel like Ashley is a bully, and she give me all this mouth, but don't really got hands, in my opinion. I just feel like she's just coming off like a bully. Like, how you bullying your best friend? Because, girl, what is you doing?
No,
She is a
according to
bully.
her, they just became friends. So I'm just like, and I've tweeted back and forth with Jamie, and Jamie basically said, "Them people is co-workers. That's all it is. They found out who they really were." And I am just confused. I think Ashley is still very hurt by the things that happened with her own mother. And so that causes her to have bad relationships with other women. But all this high school, he said, she said, "Oh, well, you can't go check on this person." And then her dumbass tweeted that the producer, she found out later on that the producers told Arena to go check on Joy first, because that's what they wanted to film first. So a lot of this shit, I don't know if you're trying to blame production. I don't know what you're trying to do, Ashley, but this is clearly you, and this is clearly your behavior that you don't want to take accountability for. And Winter is kind of like, she's not in it, because I've noticed her tweet. She says she's not in it. She wished that her and Arena could get it together. But I think Arena and Jamie are kind of like, F them people. We're over it. They up here clowning and doing the most for TV. And Jamie and Quick and Ashley are very childish, if you ask me.
Very, very childish. Grow up. It don't even look.
Well, y'all already know how I feel about Ashley. I already told y'all, she blocked me because I clocked her teeth. And I said, what you trying to do, you wrote this whole long book on Instagram because you wanted us to feel bad for you, girl, because you were part of a Tubi movie. Well, you was doing some Tubi acting. So you can only be mad at yourself because whatever you give them cameras is whatever you're going to get. Just like she tried to use it as an excuse, which this happens all the time. She says that the whole book thing that we saw this season, they filmed that last season. And they're just now entering it into this season, which is possible. They if they have the footage, they can use it. They can use it whenever they want to. As long as you're still on the show, at that particular time you signed off to have your likeness used, you filmed it, you put it on camera, they can use it whenever they get ready to. Which means to me, what you like to do, Miss Mamas, is you like to act up behind the scenes real bad, and then like to play victim, and then when they play out, then here you go. It's the producers. The producers asked me to do this and asked me to do that. I want y'all to stop throwing these producers under the bus, because at the end of the day, they're doing what gets you a check. They're creating a show. They're creating drama. Stand in it. If you did it, you did it. If you didn't, you didn't, and move on. Ashley's thing is she don't like to accept accountability. Nothing is ever Ashley's fault. It's always everybody else's fault around her. And once I clocked her on the T, she blocked. But guess what, girl? I ain't done my review yet, but I'm tearing you up. Okay. Quick, I'm
Well,
tearing
ain't
you up too.
I mean, ain't that all of Carlos King shows? Everybody with to be acting, everybody with the pretending they got businesses, pretending they doing this, they pretending they doing that. So I mean, it's a lot of falsities and fairy tales and smokes and mirrors with Carlos because he's trying to act like he's Bravo and he will never be Bravo by any stretch of the imagination. I'm sorry, not with the budget that you got over there on, you're not doing it. Hell, they giving better budgets over there, 90 Day Fiance than they even giving to you. So I'm just gonna say this. Ashley, you need to own your shit and how you have behaved and how you have acted. Because at the end of the day, it's clear that you want somebody to go with you in emotions and what you're doing. And Arena has shown us, baby, I may have did that season 1 with you with Winter, but I ain't doing that in season 2. And that's what you really mad at. You mad at that lady didn't follow behind you like a lap dog. Ain't that what Nicki Minaj said JT, Akbar, and all the rest of them, Tasha Cobbs and everybody else was? People is lap dogs. You wanted that lady to be a lap dog?
Wait, you say who? She said Tasha Cobbs was a lapdog.
Was a do girl. She said that was a do girl. You didn't see the tweet?
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's
Tasha.
tweet. It's tweet. It's tweet.
Wait,
Tasha
did you say
was
Tasha
trending.
Cobbs, the one who
Yeah,
sang?
I know. Tasha Cobbs.
Tasha Cobbs.
Cobbs. The
See,
tweet was
girl, see, this is why I can't rock with you right here. I did not know that she said that. What?
She brought Jesus.
Girl.
I don't even know how Jesus got into it. Jesus ain't had nothing to do with that. Jesus was up there chilling. You had to even bring all
2
that in.
songs with that lady.
She do. That's what she was trending the other day on Twitter. The tweets is out there. Like I said, you know, y'all gotta chill out on that Twitter finger shit. And you know what, Ashley, if you block me because of my reviews, I don't give a damn. Because I'ma clock you like I clock Marie punk ass. I'm getting everybody. Because Carlos gonna stop playing in our face with these TV shows. That's what Carlos King is gonna stop doing, sir. Blogger, Carlos King, blogger. Because you don't want to blogger.
Correlation. Carlisha.
Carlisha King.
Carlisha King.
You need to find something safe to do and work on
I
his
feel
show.
like you, Carlos. I feel like you, Carlos.
I mean, you
I'm still going.
Go ahead.
Carlos too. I just feel like he don't listen. He does not listen at all to the people. Man,
And you know, I was telling somebody the other day. I said, you know, it's crazy because there are some really strong points that I like about Carlos, but then there are some things that really make me want to snatch my hair out because it's like, dude, come on. Like, do you not see what people be saying? You gotta see what people be saying.
He
You
act
stay
like
on
he don't
Twitter,
see
you
it. He
stay
act
on
like he don't
YouTube,
see it.
you stay on Instagram, you see what these people say. Like, bro, you gotta do something about it. And again, like I said, I think some of these shows like Bell Collective. I think if Bell Collective would stay focused on the bells and stay out these folk marriages, I think we'll be okay because clearly everybody's marriage on the show is trash. Okay, I'm fine.
every time he
Let's
got
stay
a
out their
couple, it's
marriage.
trash.
Let's focus on the fact of when you originally created the show, it was supposed to be about women in Jackson, Mississippi, who were entrepreneurs or making stuff happen. We've gotten away from that by talking about the Cliff allegedly abusing Latrice. We're doing too much.
But Don, you know, Chef Don, you know that's a pattern with him. It happened with Love and Marriage
That's what I'm
Huntsville.
saying.
It has turned, you know, it turns, and it's like I know you live on social media, dude. I'm with Don on that. You live on social media. You know what's being said, and you purposely, in my eyes, you purposely go against the grain to continue the toxicity that has branched from all of these different shows, and you wonder why a lot of black CCs don't want to talk about these shows because of the negativity that it has branched in the cesspool of people that watch the show that are also negative, that jump in these content creators inboxes and in on their chats and all of this stuff. I just think it's crass. And for someone to say they love black women so much, and this is the shit that you pump out, you clearly don't love black women. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, again,
like how much abuse and trauma we gotta see.
Right. And I try to support you because you are a black LGBT. You're in the community, you're a creator, and people really do try to rock with you and try to support you. But when you do stuff like this, it do make it hard. I said the other day, I was comparing Carlos. Carlos don't act like Tamar, but what I mean is they kind of one and the same. If you think about it, they are one and the same.
Well, Tamar does want to be a gay man, so
probably like two sides of the same coin.
There we go. That's what I'm trying to say.
I get it.
And to me, it be like you really want to be having a little inch-of-grace for Carlos, and then here he comes with something stupid that just knocks that little inch-of-grace that you did have for him out. And that's how I feel about Tamar. Like, you may have like a little inch-of-grace for Tamar, and she gonna do something that's just gonna it's gone. So that's how I feel about Carlos. Like, again, you're a creator, and also too, I was talking about your outfit down to the podcast. Looked like you was at a high school pep rally, but the people say that your clothes was expensive. But I mean, go! You still look like you was about ready to chill down to the pep rally. That's what it looked like to me.
Well, I want y'all to understand, just because it's a label don't mean it looks good and don't mean it looks cute. I'm just telling you.
Okay. You spend all your money and still look a mess. And to me, it just looked like you was waiting for the girls to come out with a pom-pom. That's what it looked like to me.
Are the girls coming now? I'm looking for girls.
Where are the girls? The girls. They my mama D boys. The girls. Introduction. We ain't finna do done thing because everybody already shaking their head. Everybody already shaking their head. Okay, so listen, y'all. This past week, I wasted 2 hours and 8 minutes of my life. Okay, and I mean my life, not of my time, of my life, watching this parakeet with these baptized finger waves, because they still look wet and nasty, okay? Look wet and gooey. You know how the gel, you leave that gel on there and it look gooey and stuff? That's how it look. Anyway, the parakeet decided to do an interview with bald head, scallywag Martel Hope. And in this interview, it was supposed to be an interview of dropping receipts and allegedly trying to make Melody Cherie look like she was just this bad mom, she was a bad ex-wife, and that she could have allegedly been the abuser. They played clips back, and interestingly enough, the clips were extremely one-sided, okay? Seems like we waited immediately until after we did what we did, and then picked up the phone and recorded a reaction, is what it looks like to me, okay? I don't condone DV on any side, okay? Coming from a woman, coming from a man. But what I will say is, what we not gonna do is act like people don't push you to a point of no return sometimes. We're not gonna act like that. And again, I'm not condoning it. But when you do stuff, this man stole money from this woman. And I'm not talking about no little chump change. We talking thousands of dollars. And we don't want to show, or we don't want to talk about that, but we want to show the part where she's allegedly putting lighter fluid to blow this up. Like, you know, Martel is a sad piece of ish. He didn't say happy birthday to his daughter on social media, but you can do everything else on social media. Just last week, you was just talking about this interview. So you mean to tell me you can talk about an interview, but you cannot wish your daughter a happy birthday? Martel is a sorry piece of ish, y'all. I've dragged Martel for the last 5-6 days. What y'all got to say?
In a nutshell, he's a narcissist. That's just it in a nutshell. He is a narcissist, and I see a lot of these mammified women, these pick-me-shits in the comments going up for him and all of that, and it's just like they be the main ones in these trash relationships, and I'm just starting to think that they just dislike Mel because she was able to come out of the situation successful. And it's kind of like, how dare you come out of a relationship successful and making money and having businesses, and here I am stuck in my nasty tired ass relationship with a dust ball. So I'm just over it. He's a narcissist, and that video triggered the hell out of me. I wanted to go down there and help her finish the job, if you ask me, because he purposely started recording her, and she said it on the video. He purposely started recording her at the moment, right after he just finished doing what he did to her, just to show her reaction. He's a narc. He's a narc.
SkoolBoi, what are your thoughts on bald head scallywag Martel Hope, child? I agree with you.
I mean, you know, he's a band for me. I just at this point in time, it's really sad that we have gone to this level with Love and Marriage Huntsville, and in general, just I mean, the people, the individuals that I feel sorry for in this entire situation is the children. Because all of this stuff on social media, the interviews, even the TV show, y'all realize all of this stuff is everywhere. It's never going to go anywhere. This is an imprint of forever. You can delete, you can try to remove, but this is forever. And it's really sad that this is playing out the way it's playing out. Some people are supporting Martel, some people are supporting Melody, and it has just become a really toxic space. I'm to be honest with, for me, I'm actually tired of hearing it. I'm actually tired of all of it. I'm actually tired of that show, because the toxicity that has come and built off of that show, and especially from the negativity with that particular relationship, it's tragic and sad. And the kids are the ones that I feel for. I don't even feel for the adults at this point, because we know what this is. Melody knows exactly the type of person she's dealing with, okay, and what she got to do. And I'm sorry, ain't nobody gonna have peace until this shit is off the air and they actually move on with their life, or they remove one of them from this cast, because this is not healthy. This is not healthy for folks to be sitting here consuming and watching, because it is disgusting to me. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm tired of the videos. I'm tired of the social media. I'm tired of people talking about it. I'm just gonna be honestly tired. Put the white people in their nigga life and move forward. And again, this is where I blame Carlos King for exploiting this situation to a point where this is detrimental to everybody around this situation. The kids, the parents, the cast, this is a damn mess. But again, this is why y'all like to consume these reality TV shows. This is why y'all like it. And this is the mess that y'all like to generate. I'm tired. Honestly, I have no desire to deal with that show. I have no desire to hear anybody even talk about Martel or Melody. I literally mentally check out. I'm sick of it. There's only so much you can drag Martel and his behavior, because at the end of the day, that's a grown ass man. You need to grow up, sir. And regardless of how you feel, and this is for all men, this includes JJ over there on Love on Bell Collective. If at any point you love that woman, you should never fix your lips to down the woman that birthed your children. I don't give a damn. Grit and bear it, deal with it. I don't give a damn if you got to go around there to therapy and lay on somebody's couch and work through it. There should never be a point in time in which you get down and degrade the mother of your children on anybody's social media platform, and any woman that is a content creator that sits there and allows a man to continue to down the mother of their children. I blame you as well. Because all money ain't good money, and I don't give a damn how it comes. I blame all parties involved, and I blame the people that continue to talk about this shit because it's trash. And Carlos King ought to be ashamed to put this shit on TV and glorify domestic violence. Period. Because that's exactly what you're doing, sir. You're glorifying it. It's sad. And they wonder why folks scream Black women are not protected. You're showing why they're not protected. And for you to be a man that swears you was raised by a single mother and all that you have gone through, Carlos King, you ought to be a damn ashamed of yourself. But you don't care, because as long as OWN is cashing on checks, you don't give a damn who you got to exploit. That's when the cast needs to ask themselves, how much longer am I going to allow you to exploit my story?
Yeah. He should have been off that damn show as far as I'm concerned.
They should have been off this damn storyline. I'm tired.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and Martel, in my opinion, needs to go. I wouldn't punish Mel. Mel needs to exit. No, Martel needs to exit. Because this is this woman's money maker.
And at this point, for me, the whole show can exit for me. Because it ain't shit going on this show, but the Martel and Melody exploitation. I'm tired.
Well, there's nothing going on with no reality show, if you ask me. If we're going to be honest about it.
Yeah, but I mean, this level, to me, this level of this is past. This is past.
It's dark.
This is disgusting.
I agree, but I believe that there's other dark stuff out there. All of it is dark, if you ask me. It's all dark. We can make none of it right. It's all dark, and it all needs to disappear. All of it. Even down to this Bell Collective. I'm tired. This 4th season is literally going to be about folks' marriage. I'm over it. This is not what the show was designed to do.
And once again, displaying abuse. Enough already.
Well, I just still have to blame talent for continuing to sign up for bullshit. Because at the point in time,
it goes both ways.
Until you keep signing up to be exploited, I get it. The ability to be able to branch off and to make money off of this, and to be able to, but all money ain't good money. And again, if you want to sell your soul, God bless you. God bless you. But anything done this way, after a while, you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? But if it's worth it to you, hey, amen. Ain't my cup of tea. I don't have to watch it.
I agree. I just think it's all bad. It's just all bad, and this just goes back to the same thing we've been talking about. Structure it different. When stuff get dark, people check out. Same with Potomac. People are checked out for a reason, and it's not because it's light. People are checked out. It's dark. These last 3 seasons, reality TV has become dark. We want to sit up and play with say we want to play with abuse. We want to play with all of these things. We're in 2024. Why are we playing with sexual abuse?
I will say this: is some shows do and some shows don't. And I've noticed that a lot of the African American shows play with a lot of shit more than ensemble cast shows of other races. That's just my opinion.
And that's true. But again, we play, and while we on it, let's talk about Giselle. She seems to be the only person, in my opinion, that I've seen that people have allowed her to choose who she gets to film with. No, ma'am. This ain't your business. These people sign your check. I'm not understanding how she is able to get away with that. When the women didn't want to film with Vicky no more, what happened? Vicky got up and went. When the women did not want to film with Tamara Judge no more, what happened? She was gone. When the women didn't want to film with Brandy Glanville, what happened? She gone. The people don't want to film with Monica, she gone. Why does Giselle?
And they are not
get away with this.
Black. So let's not say the race card for folks in the comment section. Let's not say race card because majority of them are white and or other race. Because Monica is what a Latino. So
I can't remember something like that.
So again, why is it that Giselle Bryant has? And somebody tried to argue with me on Twitter about this shit. They're trying to get well, y'all just have this hate. Let me tell you something. I can never hate anybody on any piece of reality TV because I don't know these people to hate them. Okay, I don't know them personally. I do know all of Giselle Bryant's dirt because I did live in Baltimore, and I know, bitch, you got a lot of dirt. You and Jamal got a lot of dirt, and Jamal currently got some dirt out here floating now, which I ain't surprised by because he was doing the same thing at Empowerment Temple when you were his wife. I will say this: it is sad that they have allowed you to sit on Housewives and dictate shit. On any other Housewives franchise, they don't dictate. Miami, as much as they may argue back and forth with Miami, they get it. It's a show that they have to give. As much as they argue back and forth on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they understand it's a show that they have to give. Them heifers argue, fuss, fight, make up, and go on a cast trip, have a good time, and come back, get each other's neck on the reunion, and continue the next damn season. Potomac is absolute trash. Trash. And you clearly don't have nobody to cast because you picking up any Tom, Dick, and Harry. We see that from No Net that you put on there. It's sad. And it's sad that in season 8 and in season 16 of Atlanta, y'all are in the same space. So what is the problem? It ain't just production. It's also the cast that is refusing to clock the fuck in and do their job. And if that's the case, get rid of the goddamn franchises. Move the fuck on. Give me somebody else that really want to work.
You're right about that.
Because we can't move a show forward if we're going to stay in the past and we're going to keep reveling in the past. You have to move the story forward. We're not moving anywhere. It's actually a tragedy to have to review it. It's a tragedy.
Yeah, I'm clocked out just like I was last season. I don't participate in a woman who can continue to get away with being evil, vindictive, and hateful, and we're skating past it like it ain't shit, like nothing's happening.
A woman that continues to be a fucking Karen.
I'm really over it. I'm sick and tired of Giselle. I think Giselle is a terrible. I think she's a horrible human being. I do. I think she's a horrible human being, and I think her friend Robin is too. And I said what I said. I think she is a horrible human being. Y'all are horrible. And let's talk about it. Death threats, ma'am. You ain't the only one that get death threats.
Y'all ain't, because I didn't say shit and got them. So you ain't special on that.
You're worried about your safety, but everybody get death threats. You don't think Candace and Chris got death threats when you set up and made up that lie about Chris? When you insinuated, you don't think that they got death threats? Like, girl, get out here. That old dusty mop wig you got on in the confession. Like, I am tired of Giselle. Like, I really am. Get rid of her. I'm not even telling y'all to get rid of Robin. Get rid of Giselle. Giselle is the one who has
bringing nothing to the show.
And she has the most issues with everybody on the cast. No one else has that many issues but her. Y'all try to make Wendy have that many issues, but if we really stem and look at it, it's you.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Even sweaty ass Sharice ain't even got that many issues with people on the cast.
Baby, she's got an issue with Karen. With Karen,
I mean, the only person she got an issue with is Karen, and Karen pays her dust. But I can say this, regardless of how Karen may feel about anybody on there, Karen can sit down, clock in, and do a motherfucking job. My problem is with Karen, with Robin, okay, and that bird's nest on her head, and Giselle with them terrible tracks over there. That cow keep putting in your head. He need to be fired, okay? Y'all are terrible. If you break that monotony up, let's see how Giselle fares on her own. Let's see how Robin fares on her own. Because Robin acts totally different when Giselle is not around. We've all noticed that. I can tolerate Robin without Giselle. Remove Giselle and see how it goes. I don't see how Giselle is even Andy's favorite. But I guess, again, you one of them Nicki Minaj do girls. So you're willing to do anything for a check because I know that child support is finna dry up soon and you got to have something going on. And I'm telling you that beauty supply hair store clothing line that you got around there with Ashley, it's giving she by Sheen, she by Sheen. That's what it's giving.
Can we also talk about this real quick? And let me tell you why the girls really mad over there in Potomac. Let me tell y'all why y'all really mad at Wendy. Wendy be at all the events, baby. Now, I don't know if y'all be at the events, y'all just don't take pictures, but Wendy be at all the events, and that's why y'all really don't like her. Let's keep it real. Y'all don't like Wendy because Wendy is literally that girl. Like, I don't even see Karen going to that many events that I see Wendy at. Wendy be eating down. That's really mad.
Wendy's at all the social events. Black, white, purple, green, yellow. She's at the event.
She's at Wendy is at everything, baby.
She's at all the events.
Wendy gonna probably be at the Grammys. I'm just saying, Wendy be.
If I see her with Victoria Monet on a picture, I'm be like, you know what, Wendy, you that bitch. I ain't even mad.
I'm just saying, Wendy eats down, okay, and that's why the girls really mad.
I mean, but Wendy, you didn't need all that damn production and all that shit for no goddamn YouTube channel. You could have had just a green screen and some fucking lights, and you could have went on. I love you, but you're doing too much.
I'm mad at you though, because I do like the concept. I do think it's cute.
I like the concept, but I'm not watching. God bless. But I like the concept, but it is team too much for me. And again, from what we discussed on the Whether You Like It or Not Patty a panel with Scotty and them, you don't not consistent with it. So
she not. She drops an episode every Monday.
No, she doesn't. I think the last time when I was on the panel would really be. They said that the last time she dropped the episode was like a month ago. She recently, just this past week, did, but before that, it was like a month or two. She's not consistent. So my thing is, if you're gonna do it, be consistent all the way in it. I love Wendy's drive of wanting to have all these different things that she's into, but all I'm saying is just be consistent with what you're doing.
Well, I see the last episode she did was Christmas. That's kind of understandable, but she got plenty of episodes on here. My thing. This is what I'll say. This is what I will truly, honestly say. Only because listen. When your mind be going a million times, like Wendy's do, I do agree. Wendy should be more as. She's a professional, so she should definitely be more stagnant in what she's doing. I do agree she should be more consistent with what she's doing. But Wendy be trying to do too much. She what happened to the counters?
Well, a lot of people be doing a lot too much.
But what happened to her counters?
Well, I mean, we've said that. I've said that in my reviews. She's jumped from thing to thing. I've discussed that, on panels, that she has gone and jumped from thing to thing. You have to be consistent and give things time enough to germinate in order for people to catch on to it. I think Wendy has amazing ideas, but she's not staying consistent, and that is the problem. If you're going to be on Housewives and you're going to branch out all these different things, you need to be consistent with it so that people know that you're actually doing it and you're out there and you're staying with something. I like Wendy's drive. Don't get me wrong. Just stay consistent with what you are doing. Stop jumping from thing to thing. Because every season we see you with a new damn business venture, and we confused about what happened with the last shit.
Wendy, you know I like you, girl. So be consistent. Whatever you gonna do, you gonna do your show, You gonna do. Come on, girl, because I believe
I like you, but I don't like you like that.
trying.
I'll just be honest.
Please be consistent. Please be consistent, because if we're gonna, if we really honestly look at it, she is the only one on that cast, other than Candace, that really and Karen, that really be out here working. The rest of them, Robin, girl,
they just be working my damn nerves. The rest of them.
Yeah, they don't. But honestly, they don't have anything. Like Giselle, what happened to Giselle? Well, we know COVID. Okay, girl, whatever. But Giselle don't have no business, honey. That
Well, she got
where
that
the
little
hunt actually got
now.
coming out. There's like some stuff you go around there to followers and get. Child, it was $3.99 and on clearance for $1.49. I mean, it don't look worth nothing. So I mean, girl, just be consistent. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, Giselle. I don't understand how you get away with it, but I won't be watching next season. I mean, I'm checked out. I'm checked out, especially if you keep this cast.
Me too. I haven't seen it since episode 4. And I was like, okay, I'm done. But I bet you if I watch the latest episode, it's like I would have never missed anything. They still
You're not. It's like I said, it's giving Carlos King, because Eric Fuller is Carlos's protege. You know, he's from underneath him. So they're dragging on the storylines. They are. Nothing's really changing.
That's the case. Why are you looking for a job? You can't go over there and get you a job.
He could have a non-compete clause. We don't know. He could have a non-compete.
I mean, that is true, but I'm just saying, if he was once your protege, you should, or you once worked for him, you would kind of think
he may not want to be underneath somebody anymore. Sometimes some people want to do their own thing. And
hey, you looking for a job on LinkedIn, and you want to be up under somebody.
I mean, hey, look, I don't know. I don't know the man. I don't know what he got going on over there. All I know is that he needs to go. They need another production company, and they need to make folks clock in.
Yeah, I bet on myself.
Denver's World Hair Care line, all natural hair and skincare line. We have amazing apple cider tea tree root rinse for dandruff, all natural with all natural ingredients, and most importantly, affordable for you, your spouse, and even the kids. We also have the amazing papaya body oil, and baby, it smells amazing. Don't forget to head over to denverworldhaircare.com. Use promo code WINNING for 20% off to see all the amazing goodies.
Listen, so we got Big Freedia. Y'all know Big Freedia. Everybody know Big Freedia, right? Well, anyway, her cousin in 2016 shot or popped out the Saints player William Smith. And so recently, they had a retrial in regards to this particular story, and it has come out that Big Freedia's cousin was found guilty. Now she's saying that New Orleans is corrupt and the justice system is whack and all of this stuff, but Big Freedia, I really have to disagree with you. I understand that this is your cousin, but you know, you can't really make right what that man did. And your cousin shot that man 8 times in the back. One would have been considered self-defense if that's what the case was, but 8 times is absolutely absurd for bumping it into your vehicle. I think it's absurd. So at this particular point, she's mad and she's calling. I do believe they have a petition out. She's calling for the court officials to be looked at and all kinds of stuff like that in regards to this. But this happened in 2016. And from my understanding, it's almost time for him to almost see the light of day. But how do y'all really feel about this? Like again, I just disagree with Big Frida because I think that was considered overkill to the courts.
Y'all want the truth? Y'all know the system corrupted. From the DA to the judges to their attorneys, they're the ones who killed him. He did self-defense. Self-defense. My cousin fought for his life. Any man in that position would have did the same thing. It's not right, and they know they're not right. They corrupted. New Orleans is corrupted altogether. And Freedia said that.
What do y'all think?
At first I love Big Freedia, but at first I was a little bit confused because at first I thought the cousin was the victim until I actually read upon the situation that I'm like, we're gonna have to hold your cousin accountable, baby. Yeah, you gotta kind of hold your cousin accountable. I mean, that's all I got to say. It was wrong 8 times.
8 times.
It was too much.
Real quick, SkoolBoi, before you give your I just want to read this really quick. This is coming from People Magazine, and I will give them credit. But a man was convicted in the shooting death of former NFL defense end Will Smith following an altercation after a car crash in New Orleans in April of 2016. On Saturday, a jury found Cardell Hayes guilty of manslaughter on Saturday morning, according to multiple outlets. Hayes, who faces up to 40 years in prison, was acquitted on attempted manslaughter charges related to the shooting injuries of Smith's wife, also Rachel Smith. Now, Hayes, 36, was previously convicted for the crime in December of 2016, but his conviction was overturned when the U.S. Supreme Court outlawed the verdicts. Now, according to the Associated Press, in the first trial, Hayes was also convicted of attempted manslaughter for the gunshot injuries sustained by Smith's wife. Now, Hayes had served more than 4 years of his 25-year sentence when he was first convicted and was overturned and released on bond. Now, again, they have went to court and he has been found guilty of manslaughter. And again, this was from a fender bender traffic thing.
It's never that serious. You could have just got
you do the crime, do the time. I mean, unfortunately, you can't take a life and not expect to have a life after. That's I mean, I get that Big Freedia is all upset and justice system is corrupt in Louisiana, which I've heard that the justice system is very much so corrupt. But that's pretty much anywhere. I don't care, south, north, east, west. Justice system ain't for us anyways. But based off of what I read and the fact that it was a fender bender and you caused an accident, then went over there and did what you did and took a life, I really can't respect that. I can't. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to pay for some of the things that you have done, and you gotta accept it. You may not like it, but it is what it is, Big Freedia. I'm sorry. This is not like that man can't come back. His wife saw something horrific, and she got to deal with that for the rest of her life. There's no amount of time that he sits in this jail cell that's going to bring that man back or bring that vision and that memory back from that lady's mind. That's her husband. His life was taken over some BS. This is why we say people got to act accordingly and do better when we're in public so that we don't be doing stuff like this. I'm sorry. I don't have the sympathy. I don't.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. When you do this to someone, you gotta pay for the crime. I mean, that's just what it is. You don't get to just freely take folks' life and then holler the justice system is corrupt. That's not how life works. That's not how life works at all. So I totally agree with the both of you. I think this situation was super unfortunate, and for her to be, walking out the courts. I mean, I understand you mad and you angry, but you should probably go talk to your cousin and ask him why he did what he did. And there's no shade, but that's just how I feel about it. All right, Big Freedom. All right, our good Disney character, also known over there at Zeus as well. Listen, I hate to say this, but Orlando, I mean, you was all right there for a second. But Orlando is back in the news where he is having some outrageous moments where he's hollering and yelling and calling people demons. And it kind of seems like he may be back, using again or doing whatever he allegedly was doing before. Now, I've said this time and time again, I was over it when Zeus bailed that man out of jail. Natalie Nunn pretend like she did it, but we know Zeus did it. After he had already been accused of chasing after someone with a knife. Chasing someone with a knife, and then chasing the man who was getting ready to put you in a movie, also let you live with him. You was chasing that man with a hammer. So to see Orlando Brown back in the news again, it's actually really, I don't know how to feel about it, because there was a moment where I felt like he was doing okay. I'm gonna say okay. I don't know if he was doing good. I'm not gonna say good, but I will say he was doing okay. And it looks like he may have been separated from Zeus at the time. But anyway, how do you guys feel about Orlando Brown's outburst, child?
Orlando, relax!
You fucking demon! You fucking demon!
Orlando, relax!
Child molester, Richard Ramirez! Fuck is he talking about? This is Richard Ramirez, ladies and gentlemen, and they allow him to work here.
Interesting. It's very interesting. But I'm here for the process.
Bitch, you ain't gonna have no job, Satan.
Shout out you. What's it called?
Get behind me, Satan. I'm Jesus.
You know how
Fuck
to
out of here, Satan.
Dougie. You know how to Dougie.
Satan, bitch ass nigga.
Okay, let's eat though.
I mean, it's nothing new for Orlando Brown. We've seen this time and time again. I don't know. I liked him growing up as a kid star. It's just unfortunate. I always felt, in my opinion, something happened to him. In Hollywood, I always felt like something happened to him for him to feel the need to turn to drugs, and it's a mess. It's a mess, but this isn't new.
Yeah, it isn't. I honestly feel like something happened to all of them. If I can be honest about it, I feel like something happened to all of them. Of course, it's highly weird. Things are going to go on, but I personally, even, and y'all may not agree, but I feel the same way even by Raven. Like, I feel like something happened to all of them in real life. But yeah, SkoolBoi, what do you feel about Orlando?
I mean, that just depends on the parent and how active they are with their children's development when you're doing this stuff and you're pushing kids into Hollywood and you're pushing them into a grown environment at such a young age. A lot of Disney stars have had things happen to them, and you have had many of them that have parents that stood by and advocated and made sure that nothing did happen to them because they stayed involved. And then you have parents that send their kids off to Hollywood and they sign their parental rights over and they allow someone to raise their kids, and their kids are being exposed to all kinds of things. I've always felt like I do disagree with you, shove down in the reverse of Raven-Symoné, because Raven-Symoné, I do believe her and Keke Palmer, and there are some others that did not have that situation. And I do believe this because their parents were more so involved and made sure things did not happen to them and didn't allow Hollywood or Hollyweird to rule them. Um, it's sad that Orlando Brown has gone down this road, but when you have an addiction, that's what happens. You're always an addict for the rest of your life. No matter what, you are always going to be fighting that addiction. He is married. I do believe he has a child. So this is a lot. I did watch the video and it was sad to see it. But we know when Zeus and Natalie Nunn and them got him out of jail, it was for exploitation. It was for to bring ratings into Bad Boys of Texas, and they successfully did it. I just wish that he would get the help that he needs, but going back to Hollywood is not going to be a thing. He's going to have to fully exit from that because unless he's going to be strong enough to be strong-willed enough to not to be hammered back down that bad road, he's going to keep going back down it. It's sad to see it though.
It's definitely sad to see. And I'm not saying that like Raven, they all had drug issues. I'm not saying that, but I do think that things did happen to them, even with their parents involved in their lives. Just listening to them, listening to their stories, listening to what they've said in the past, I do think things happen to them. And I'm not saying that, I'm not boxing it up by saying that everybody resorted to drugs or everybody had, one situation happen to them. But I do think things did happen. It's highly weird. I do think things happen. And unfortunately, sometimes people have the backup, they have the support, and some people don't. And I don't think that he has the support that he needs. I don't. And I do feel for people who, what's the girl name who just recently done a live crying about the fact that people think that childhood stars really have it all together and played in Corey in the House. So I do think that a lot of times we may not always see it, but I do think things go on in Hollywood. I do. But I do agree with you. I do think that he needs to separate himself from all of this stuff, from TV in general, Hollywood, reality TV, all that stuff. Separate yourself, focus on you. But I don't know. I think at this point, it's sad to say, but sometimes it gets to that point to where it's too late. And I don't know what it's going to take for him. You didn't experience everything, it seems like. So I don't know what else it would take. So again, Orlando, please, sir, get you some help. Sit down and talk to somebody. Please. Before it ends up too bad, and I mean bad like death-wise. Like please get it together. Please. All right, well, listen, this has been the first season of Hotline Bling. Like, I see this season as our little pilot season, trying to get our feel in. And honey, I think we got comfortable around episode 6, 7, 8, 9, and here we are at 10. And we're comfortable. So again, I know at the beginning of this, I asked y'all how y'all felt about the season, but we wrapped it up. 10 episodes. It don't even really feel like it's been 10 episodes, but it has been. Actually, I think it's been 11, but technically the one that we did for Christmas, I don't think I counted that. So I think we've done like 11 episodes. So I think it's pretty dope that we got this done. So Shaylaset, where do people can find you? And listen, since we are taking a break, do you have anything coming up that you feel like you can announce? Can't announce it. We ain't gonna do no Jess Hilarious now. But if you can announce it, let us know what you have coming up and how we can support you.
Well, you guys can view all of my videos here on YouTube at Shaylaset, Instagram, official Shaylaset. You guys can check out my website, denverworldhaircare.com. amazing goodies. Right now, I'm working on an independent film at the present moment. And also, you guys know that I sing as well, so I will be starting to perform again. So be on the lookout for that.
Now, good question. Your husband, well, maybe you don't want the people to know what your husband do.
It's okay.
Okay, but your husband is in music too, right?
Yes. Oh my God, he plays like 7 instruments. He performs all over.
Well, listen, come on, musical home. And then one last thing. Your TikTok impersonating Kelly Price.
Oh,
Me, when I say I have been on the floor watching that, I think that is absolutely hilarious. But shout out to your TikToks. If the people ain't tuned into nothing else, tune into them TikToks. They do be fun.
Oh, thank you.
That wig be having. SkoolBoi, listen. First of all, SkoolBoi say he want the mama. Okay, leave the daughter over there at the house. SkoolBoi want the mama. SkoolBoi, how can we support you? What you got coming up? What can you announce? What's popping? What's popping?
Just doing my reviews on my YouTube channel. I have some other ideas that I'm kind of twirling around. Maybe giving y'all some story times, things like that. Of course, doing School of Love. Once we start filming that, pretty much that's it. Follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter. I'll be around.
Yeah, you be on that Twitter. Be on that twaddle, in the words of my grandmother over there on that twaddle. Well, listen, y'all know where y'all can find me, child. We don't really got to go through all of it. Y'all know where y'all can find me. Y'all know I got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. A whole bunch of stuff that Jesus. Anyway, just know that there's a lot coming. And I'm just happy that we were able to get through season 1. I cannot wait for season 2. I do have School of Love coming up, y'all. Again, I do have a documentary that is we're gearing up to hopefully put the trailer out soon. I'm super excited about that. I'm working on another project as well too. I'm also working like I have a job, so it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, but we're pushing on through, and we're gonna get the things done. But with that being said, y'all know where y'all can follow us. Please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and here on YouTube. You are looking at YouTube content creator, so please make sure you subscribe and listen. This is what I got to say. We need to get SkoolBoi to 5K. Okay. We gotta get SkoolBoi to 5K right there on the money. Okay, right there on the money. So please go over and subscribe to SkoolBoi. It's SkoolBoi _86, right? Okay, SkoolBoi _86 here on YouTube. You'll be able to click the link there in the chat as well. Subscribe. Also subscribe to Shaylaset. You're gonna get your keys over there, okay? And then also, of course, subscribe to me as well. And I will say that this has been an amazing first season. All right?
I know, I have fun.
I enjoyed y'all. Again, we don't always agree, but I do think that we have a fantastic dynamic, and I hope whoever is casted for season 2 can keep that fantastic dynamic flowing. And with that being said, this is the final episode, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in and supporting Hotline Bling Chat Room season 1. And we'll catch y'all later. Ciao. Bye, y'all. Bye.
Skip bags. Draco, nah, you got issues, bro.
Ooh. He was popping that pussy too. Pop, 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 pop. Y'all niggas liked it too. And that's what got y'all. The fact that y'all liked it. That shit is funny. Hold up, y'all. Did Phaedra say she an angel dipped in chocolate? Now lick me. You know what? Phaedra got that demon coochie. That's the coochie you need to stay away from. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Something about the name Jesus. Oh, something about the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name, sweetest name I know. I love the name. Love the name Jesus. Isn't it the sweetest name? It is the sweetest name I know. Sweetest name I know. I know. Yeah. Glory. She was a good fish. Not my mama bird. Ruby. Jesus. Hey. May she rest in peace. Hallelujah. Reese's Pieces. Take me to the King.